4th of July is now just 2 days away, and many of you will be lighting up fireworks, of course. Dr. David Greenhall is joining us from Shriners Hospital, where he's the chief of burns. And we're going to talk a little bit about firework safety. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
You know, we have the two different kinds. We have the safe and sane, and we have the illegal. We know why the illegal are so dangerous. But what a lot of people don't realize is that even the safe and sane ones, if you're not using them correctly, can cause some really big issues.
Yes. The safe fireworks don't blow your fingers off. They actually cause flame burns. So they shoot flames out, and anything that has fire or flame can burn anybody.
And so this time of year, what are the kinds of injuries that you're more likely to see at the hospital?
We tend to see smaller burns, but small flame burns, especially the fireworks that shoot flame out and jump all over the place. They come in contact with people and they cause pretty deep burns in small areas like in the legs, and people do silly things like attach them to their shoe and hope it shoots out and forget it goes the other way. Or
keyword hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can set their clothes on fire so they can get bad burns.
Are there certain age groups that you tend to run into more issues than others? Are we more concerned about the really little kids, or is it the bigger kids?
Well, it's typically the teenage boys. They tend to do crazy things, and I guess I did when I was a kid too,
yeah.
But they can cause a lot of injuries. But the little kids are innocent bystanders at occasion. So I've seen kids with even sprinklers. They can step on them when they're hot, or they can get poked with them, or they hold them in the wrong area. Or sometimes these little fireworks that jump all over the place will hit a little child and cause a significant injury for that child.
Let's say you do run into an issue. You're having the party and people are setting them off and someone gets burned. What's the very first thing you should do to minimize the effect of that burn long term?
Well, first stop the burning process. So if they have clothes that are smoldering, get them off right away, and pretty much cooling the burn with cool water, but not really ice. Don't use ice, but cool the burn with water.
I was just going to ask you that, because it used to be they would say like do a bucket of water with ice cubes and then submerge. You don't do that anymore?
No ice, just cool water. Because,
and how long?
Well, if people say about a half hour. First of all, just dipping the burn in cool water will make it more comfortable, because just covering the burn in itself makes it more comfortable. And after a half hour or so, make sure you use soap and water, wash it off, and an ointment is fine to cover it with, bacitracin, Neosporin. And if there's any questions, we're always available to talk to anybody about any type of burn. People think we just do the large burns, but we're happy to talk to you about little burns too.
How do you know that it's something more than just covering with a Band-Aid and some ointment, that you really need to go in and have somebody like you look at it?
Well, if it's anything of size, that's one concern. Involving the hands or the face, even though they're small, they can lead to significant scarring and functional problems. So give us a call, and we're happy to talk to you about what to do with it. Or we have a clinic 3 times a week, and we're happy to see patients really much any time, and we'll give you good advice about it.
Well, I hope you're not busy this week with burns like that, but unfortunately we know that statistically you probably will be.
It's our busiest time of the year.
No surprise. Well, thanks for the heads up on that. Thank you.